Well, hello there, folks. Today we got the good fortune of having a look at a game here called Iron Conflict. This is the early access version, and I can't wait to take a look. Looks like a sort of strategy game with a tremendous amount of different possible weapons to use here. Just really, really cool. Now, of course, this is the early access version, so they don't have all of the possible planes, tanks, men, etc. But this is a nice start. And as you can see, they have weapons for different areas, including desert areas, urban areas, mountain, and grassland. We can see here that the urban areas are looking a lot more Soviet in their appearance. Looks like maybe a MiG, for instance. But very interesting so far. So let's jump into this game and see if it stands up to the test of time and if it's worth playing. Now again, this is early access. There's a lot more to come, so this might not be the best time to really give the game a proper review. It's really just a time for us to get a look at what they've got planned here. Now we get to the actual combat of the game here, and the idea being that we actually control 3 different units here. You can select them at the beginning of the match. I decided to take a bomber as well as an anti-tank weapon and an MA-26 tank, and we're going to now proceed to try and capture the enemy side. Now, as you can see, we've got a lot of actual people fighting alongside us. The enemy seems to have some actual cavalry units. So what I'm going to try to do is just get really close with my planes. I'm also going to bring my armor forward for the center point here, but I want to see if I can't drop some bombs and knock out some enemy targets. So we're going to go here for Kennedy.
Ready to fire anytime.
Come on. And we're going to hold the fire button to unload our bombs, and look at that. That is beautiful. Going to unload a few more right there. Not bad. We could have gotten an even better hit, but we're going to have to wait until the next group of bombers here. We've got a number of anti-air warnings here, and there we go. One of our BA-29s being knocked down there, but of course we're bringing up the rest of our formation. And the idea here is to, of course, try and take this area from the enemy, specifically this area right here, where the enemy actually begins. You can actually see our ally here has decided to stop. You know what? He may not have such a bad idea. Let's go ahead and get into launch mode. We're going to focus on the enemy fighters over here with our actual MA-26 tank. As you can imagine, it would be much better if we had maybe just some infantry, because the enemy is getting to our location here. So let's go ahead and follow those fighters. Oh my goodness, they absolutely crushed us there. We've got to deal with our current troops, and of course right now we just have the MA-26. So essentially there's 10 players, each of them gets 3 different units. And that's kind of how the game seems to go. I'm going to now see if I can't focus fire on Angelina and Kennedy here, but the enemy's bringing in an actual jet fighter. They might be going for an easy kill. We could get a kill here on the P-54 though. Of course, this is an important part of the game, is just to knock out enemy units.
Nice shot.
There we go. Now we need to get to our actual objective point and try to stop the enemy from advancing. It's definitely a different take on the RTS genre, without a doubt. And I think it's an interesting idea, you know, of course, allowing basically the players to just take 3 units and work together as one large army. I haven't really played enough to give you guys like a perfect review, and of course it's very early access, but it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. And there we go. We got the Randolph Fighter 1 down. We're going to try to also take on the enemy cavalry. Maybe, come on. They're actually taking our point now, which makes it so important to fire.
Enemy down.
2 enemy tanks. It's going to be hard to break through, and there we go. We have been knocked out. I'm going to jump over here and see what our ally is doing. The last ally on the field here is going to be Gary, with just an actual anti-tank weapon here. So it looks like the enemy have certainly won this one, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look here. Very similar to like sort of Total War Arena style games, where once you're out pretty much. So we can go back to the lobby, return to the login screen here, and you guys will slowly see that we are gaining skills with these different formations, these different units. You can see these guys are still in a battle. So if we want to go to formation 2 or 3, we can go ahead and do that. So like for instance, if we jump to formation 2, we go to editing formation 2, and I am going to take a sort of new look here. Let's go for an urban formation. So let's take a fighter this time. Let's take one of the MiGs over here. And let's see if we can also tank one of these C-90 tanks. So the difference in formation units cannot be more than 1. Since these guys are 1s and 2s, we got to go with another 2. So a C-69, for instance. Even there, we can't go for it. So we got to take one of the 1s. Let's go for the C-58. All right, I'm going to save that formation. And of course, just like we did last time, we can now jump into a new battle. And we actually get some information here about our kill count. So the MA-26 did manage to do pretty well, and we actually had the top performance in that battle amongst all of our teammates. I think it was because of the B-829, but it looks like the MA-26 is actually the one with the most kill count. As you can imagine, you have a team overview of how they did, details of the match itself, and we unlock coins to better our existing vehicles. So for instance, we can actually improve this. Look at the research progress, we can get with just the MA-26. We can get a better engine, we can get all sorts of different things that are going to improve dispersion, improve hull armor, just really, really fascinating stuff here. Now, once you start getting into higher tiers, you're of course going to get higher quality units. Over here, I've decided to just take 2 stealth bombers. I kind of want to see how they perform in battle, and we're also going to take this beautiful XMA 2972 tank. This thing is a beast! Mobile artillery, actually. We could also just switch to a standard M4A1, but I really wanted to go with the mobile artillery and the bombardments. We click here on the join battle button. Typically, the actual joining of battles is very fast, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, even in this early state of the game, which is nice. And we're just waiting to get into a fight and use these forces wisely. All right, guys, battle is starting in 25 seconds. As you can see here, we've got our beautiful little BA-2s here. Hopefully they can help out our boys quite a bit. And of course, the XMA artillery platform here. I'm going to probably keep him at a distance because I'm pretty sure that he has an aim shot here. Yeah, exactly, where we can actually keep our distance. But let's move forward with our bombers and try and upgrade them. As you can imagine, the better you do with your vehicles, etc., obviously you're going to come out on top in terms of upgrading these later on in the game. And it looks like I'm not the only one that took a BA-2 stealth bomber. Let's push forward and hope for the best. I think I will keep, however, my artillery right here and really just go for that bomber damage, as it were.
Ready for orders.
Come on, boys. Got that front line appearing and approaching. I do like the aspect of this game which allows you to sort of form a team, and basically you're just one part of one large army. It's very interesting. Not sure if I like it yet, but it's interesting. Okay, we got a few tanks coming up. We got to watch out for the fighters here. They will take out our stealth bombers. Might actually keep one back here. Yeah, I'm going to keep one back here. There's already a fighter attacking us. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go for the C-96. Oh, he dropped him way too late there. Dropped those way too late. Yeah, that one is going down. Do we have our second stealth bomber? Let's bring him in. So the issue there is just we opened the bomb bay doors way too late in that fight. Oh, I don't like that rocket. There we go. Just dropping one there. Some splash damage on the M4A1. Can we get back and just drop our entire load on top of him? There we go. Hopefully that's a kill on the M4A1. Apparently not. We should probably be using that on a better target. I'm going to reload here. Yes, the stealth bomber can reload. I'm actually going to try to move him back. And let's take a look here at our actual artillery and start firing at enemy locations. We should have probably taken some AA, man.
Target. Ready to fire anytime.
Now, wait a minute. Can we actually... There's no way we can fire at that thing with the XMA. We did get some splash damage there. Of course, ultimately losing the vehicle, or not a vehicle, really. But I'm going to see if we can't get some shots here with the artillery and knock out some of the enemy targets on the ground.
Awaiting order to fire.
Open fire. Oh, okay. He's got to get that trajectory raised a bit. My goodness. That was not exactly what I would call a good shot. So we want to fire from overhead. That's what we really want to do. And I'm going to try to target this area. And this is so cool. We actually get to go ahead and select the fire. Just basically looking at the target. And of course, we got to increase or wait for that shot to get reloaded. But this is such a valuable weapon to use against the enemy, of course, at a distance. And since we're behind that highway, it's kind of hard for them to see us. Let's see if we can get this guy.
Fire.
Yes! There's another kill. And some more splash damage here would be even better. Of course, we got to rely on our own teammates to defend us. Otherwise, it's going to get pretty tough here. Come on. Oh, I don't like it. He's moving up, and I can't see the targets. Now, this is another reason to get recon planes, things like that. You can get those in this game. Oh, boy. Got no chance. I'm going to hit him. I did hit him once, but we are definitely being hit pretty hard. Just one more hit, and this guy is done. I'm going to try to move back.
Report.
We've actually managed to block quite a few shots from the enemy.
There are no targets within range, Commander.
Let's move. Trying to get behind my lines here. May be able to get a shot before I do that. Come on. Oh, boy. Just trying to escape. Trying to escape. All right, let's try again from the aim shot here. No, too close. We're gonna have to move back even more, guys. This is one issue with artillery. We have to make sure that we're firing from a reasonable distance. It's got to be relatively far away. Open fire. Nope, once again, it's gonna be just too far. Maybe over here on Neil. Gonna wait for the reload. Baby, come on. Give us that opportunity to take the shot, damn it. Stop, Neil, just stop. Boom! That is another hit. It's unfortunately not a kill. I was hoping it would be. And I think they're finally going to roll over us. But man, it was a decent fight there for quite a while. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that final kill. Just to kind of a look at the game, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think it's too simplistic? You know, what do you really think? Again, there's just so many other things to consider here. It is very much an early access game. There's going to be additional units, resources, etc. Right now, we're just kind of getting the units available currently in this build. But there's a ton more coming. You know, they haven't even expanded on the mountain or the grassland units. These are also going to be on the way. Well, guys, tell me what you think, and thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you like strategy games and you want to see some more in the future. Take care, folks.